Chapter 65-23. Apart from Victoria, the only other people in the warrior's den who could really threaten Charlie were probably the three elders. Once the facial features of the three elders were determined, Charlie would have a great deal of initiative. He didn't dare to take the initiative, but at least he could avoid the three of them. Maria also breathed a sigh of relief for him. She felt that with the AI model, the ground network, and the facial features of Victoria and the three elders, Charlie's safety would be greatly guaranteed. She had been hiding from Victoria for more than 300 years, and her obsession with revenge had become increasingly weak. If she were to choose, she would rather hope that Charlie and Victoria would not interfere with each other, so that she wouldn't have to worry about him being in danger one day. During the time she had known and gotten along with him, she had already developed a strong sense of dependence on him, putting aside the fact that the two had saved each other's lives. The feeling of having no secrets and absolute trust in each other was something she hadn't had in hundreds of years. The more this was the case, the more she cherished the present. So, while Charlie was on the phone with Duncan, she said, "Brother Charlie, if we only know the appearance features of Victoria and the three elders, we may not be able to rest assured. If they disguise themselves, our early warning mechanism may fail." Charlie said, "There shouldn't be a good way to do this, right?" Maria hurriedly said, "Inspector Lee, can you let Ari learn how to judge a person's identity by his expression, gait, habitual posture, and small movements? I think everyone's walking posture and habits must be different if analyzed carefully. Many people can disguise themselves and change their facial features, but it is difficult for them to always abandon their behavioral habits. If I can determine whether two people are the same person based on their behavioral habits, then Brother Charlie's safety will be assured. It's more secure." Duncan on the other end of the phone pondered for a moment and said, "Miss Lin's idea is not impossible to achieve. As you said, everyone's behavioral habits are different, and careful analysis will definitely be able to determine it. However, we humans are intelligent creatures with logical thinking and recognition abilities. Humans can easily complete this kind of recognition work, but AI requires a lot of learning. I can try to train it. As for how to train it, I may have to think about it carefully." Maria's smart and kind eyes turned up and down, and then she said, "Detective Lee, I have an idea. I don't know if it is mature. Do you want to listen to it?" Duncan said, "Please say it, Miss Lin." Maria said, "You can first let the technicians write a program to let Ari analyze the surveillance video of the data center and let it pass these surveillance videos. The AI will monitor the video and the staff in the surveillance video, and master how to calibrate the complete and accurate body contours of the moving human body, so that it can clearly distinguish the movement trajectory of each finger. And then let AI carefully analyze the movement trajectory of all contours, based on the ability of facial recognition, to deepen the understanding of the behavior habits of the same person. After it has a clear understanding of the behavior habits of everyone in the data center, let all staff members wear masks or cartoon masks to work normally, and let AI match these people one by one based on their body behavior to see how accurate her analysis is." Speaking of this, Maria said again, "The accuracy rate should not be too high at the beginning, which requires our technical personnel to continuously optimize the code and logic, and also optimize the capture methods, and strive to improve the accuracy of the data center. We can increase the success rate to more than 95%. If it can achieve 95% recognition accuracy in the data center, we will expand the sample and select a plane position at the airport in Oslo. Let it learn the behavior habits of thousands of people. Mix one of our people in it, and let AI find our people from these thousands of people to see how accurate it is. If it can reach more than 95%, there will be no problem. Of course, if we can give it more samples, it will be better. The more samples it learns, the richer the experience it accumulates, and the more effective the algorithm will be. If it can develop a keen eye, it can compare a person walking from behind and find that the person is someone in the database. Then it will be perfect. Duncan was silent for a long time, and then he couldn't help asking,
Is Miss Lynn studying computer science?
Maria said, No, I studied archaeology. Archaeology? Duncan sighed and said sincerely, Miss Lynn, why don't I recommend that you study criminology at UCI in the United States? The criminology there is the best in the United States. And I feel that you are born to do this. When Maria heard what Duncan said about the school and major, she smiled meaningfully and said, Inspector Lee, you are too kind. I don't want to deal with all kinds of insidious criminals every day. Archaeology is easier.